Yes, you just told Brad Wright to shut up. I mean, what the fuck were you thinking? what the hell?
I had to.
We'll never be invited back. Yeah, Sarah, when Brad Wright said he had to pee, I was like, so do I. Me and Brad Wright have got a similar bladder's problem. Just amazing. So guys, did you enjoy that? Trackgate, unbelievable. I told you, Brad, I just shut up. That was freaking great. Just think. Amazon panel is live, and there is a stream, and I was listening to it and listening to the thing, and it so far, Marco, if you're listening to it, brilliant. But so far, it is what we said it was going to be. Really, it's a bunch of Amazon TV shows that they're talking about. They've got the guys from The Boys on, and a couple of other things when I was listening. What was embarrassing? I don't know what was embarrassing. The question. But wow. I so when I asked him to tell you to shut up, and then I was so hoping that's what he was going to do. That's awesome. What stood out for you, mate?
Oh God, I don't know. I loved, so not focusing on our stuff, but all of the questions that were asked, I thought were really good, and it was really insightful. Really, like it wasn't just another random interview where he's going to answer the same questions again. There was some genuinely good questions on that. So I feel like we got to find out a little bit more. I was especially intrigued because we obviously knew that it was going to be a human-built Stargate in his mind.
Yeah.
But that what he described, I genuinely want to see that. And it's sad that we probably won't.
Yeah. Kevin McCabe there, like, wonderful sister. I think it's fair to say when we first appeared, we didn't have the best relationship with Gate World and Dial the Gate. They are very much just Brad. They're Team Brad. So when we started coming out, particularly, and started saying Brad Wright's not going to be involved in this, they didn't like that message. Unfortunately, it wasn't us. We didn't like it. But that was just what it was, and but we've built those bridges, water under bridge, bygones, and all that, and now they're at the end of the day, they're two lovely guys that love Stargate as much as we do. So why wouldn't we? Hit that like button, please, guys. Come on, because another live we want to show that love across 3-5 Short, particularly. They need our love. They go subscribe to our channel because they talk Stargate and they're amazing. But oh man, yeah, him talking about the gate that they planned, having like see-through bits and stuff as well, and that thing about the SG1, SGA, and SGU movie, I thought that was a myth. Did you know about that? I'd heard that story, but I didn't think it was true.
I don't think I've ever heard it. No.
I love that idea of. I mean, God, man, if we'd have got that, I just love that
we've always like had the idea of they should have done this, but I don't think I've ever heard of anything of like any rumors or any myths or anything like that. So actually hearing it from him was
can't
cool.
Remember where I heard it, but it was ages ago. But like I say, I didn't think it was a true story. So of him to like, then he had this idea, and he basically went, look, practically, we've got all these sets, we've got the time, we can get them. Let's try to get the money. We knew that there was the SGA movie, and I knew that there was going to be a third SG1 movie that was supposedly going to focus on O'Neill. That was generally the plot. Was it Revolution, or was that? I'm going to forget mixed up now. My brain's just buzzing.
Extinction was the Stargate Atlantis movie. Revolution was the one that was going to reveal the Stargate to the world. But this third one, where that was going to be a planned like rescue mission, was something I've never heard of that. There's only two movies that I know of, and it was
I just said it was rumored. I'm going to be looking into that a bit more and thinking about that more. But those are the two big things that came of me for it. That was just and he gave us a few little hints on what his script would have been. An enemy coming in from another galaxy. I have heard that rumored before, but it's nice to have that sort of confirmed, and that it was going to, I would love to know what that villain was. And then it sounded to me like, though, that we were going to the other galaxy and it was a purpose-built gate. So whether that then opened the door for them to come the other way, maybe would have been, I don't know, we're speculating completely. But
that's something I was wondering about, really, when he said that, because if it's a purpose-built gate to get to this other galaxy, surely there needs to be another gate in that galaxy to connect to. So maybe the ancients would have went there at some point, and we'd have learned probably a little bit more about the ancients.
Yeah.
And maybe they went there, but then like met this race and was like, no, we can't stay.
And it was going to be a completely new villain. It was going to be somebody that we'd never seen before, never from a completely different galaxy. We said it would be evil Furlings, and it will be, damn it. I love that. They kept saying that it was going to be 89 minutes. I was just like, it should be 3 lots of 38 minutes. That's just, I kept thinking that in my head.
I love how we said it was going to be 89 minutes, and then we ended up being on there for 2 hours.
It was I did sort of mention to Tommy, I thought the 10 minutes bit at the start wasn't long enough. I know we were late starting because we were struggling a little bit with the electronics, but the 10 minutes at the start wasn't really long enough to talk about the things we'd have loved to have talked about. We talked about MGM. I mean, Brad said there that they were looking at the Sci-Fi Channel again for the new Stargate show, and that's not what I heard at all. I heard that Amazon were the ones that were trying to buy it. So whether that's whether that Amazon rumor wasn't true, or whether Amazon were coming in afterwards, but I've heard several times that Amazon, before MGM, they bought MGM, that's what they were looking at, like going, or whether it's going to be one of those things that it actually, which is done quite a lot, that it's sci-fi in America and internationally Amazon, which that happens quite a lot because internationally. We've got a Sci-Fi Channel in this country, haven't we? But it's like 250 something, number 250 something on the thing, and it doesn't really gets crap shows basically. So I don't know whether that was just going to be something that MGM were looking at, maybe. But so both things might be true, is what I'm trying to say. But it's just fascinating and at the end of the day, I ran downstairs and told my wife. Brad Wright at the end of our little interview went, I love what you do, and you guys know more about what's going on Amazon than I do. And I was just like, thank you so much for saying that, Brad. And because for a long time we did get called liars at times, and and particularly me, I got attacked for being, and it's not nice. It's not nice when you're doing. Trying to get information out there about a show you really love, and you're thinking Gators are going to love this. I mean, Gators are going to lose their mind about this information I'm being told, and then people just turn around and go, "That's bullshit. You're making it up." And it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I had a few of those comments on Reddit because I posted the still, the image on there saying this is going to happen. It's going to be live streaming on here, and then there was a few people on there basically like, who is Sidetrack? I'm annoyed that Sidetrack's on there because they're just liars, and I put them in their place. Basically, I was like, we're not.
Well, Brad Wright doesn't think we are, so as far as I'm concerned,
Brad Wright likes us.
Yeah, Brad Wright likes our stuff. He watches our stuff, and
I've got a tweet scheduled for 9:30, thanking him in the hopes that he'll follow me.
Good. Let's hope so. I'll send him your link. At the end of the day, I mean, I just think anybody that says that we're a bunch of I mean, Jenny Stiven blew that out of the water a year ago. Anyway, when she basically came on, and Gate World have repeated 90% of the stuff we've come out with. Deadline then came out.
The thing is, I understand why people think it. I understand why people get disillusioned and don't like what comes out of this channel. I get it, because we say things because they're true at the time, and we're like we speculate on dates and things like that, and we go, hopefully we'll get it by this date and this date, and then it doesn't happen. But it's not it's frustrating. It's frustrating for us. I get that it's frustrating for everyone else as well. but it's not our fault. Like,
well, I mean, Gate World did a story in the week saying that it's probably going to be, well, or they thought, they didn't say it would be announced at New York Comic Con, but they said this could be announced at New York Comic Con. Amazon have got this thing, and then saying, so now there's going to be people call them a bunch of lies if it doesn't happen, and that's all we've ever done. It's just like, oh, this could happen, or you know, there are discussions that this could happen, and a lot of the time we always said, oh, you like, so no, because I never said it was going to happen. In the video, I talked about something that was discussed. That's not the same. But then this stuff does come out, you know, and it does get, and people like Jenny Stiven come out and say, yeah, that was true. When we said Bad Robot had pitched, I got called all sorts. And then a couple of months later, Jenny Stiven came out, yeah, they did pitch. And you know, and I love that when she did that thing on Gate. Well, she went, I don't know how they found that out, but I'm like, I know how I found out. I can't say, but I know how I found out. You know, it's yeah. So yeah, for me, it's just like, thank you for Brad for doing that, because he didn't have to. He didn't have to say that, you know. And it's really nice to hear that. And then, you know, we get people like Jenny Stiven who we're hopefully going to have on the channel in a couple of weeks. We've been trying to get on for a while. She's worried she might actually hurt our channel, and I say, I don't care. Just get on. Come on.
She can't hurt our channel. I mean, I don't understand why she thinks she's going to hurt the channel.
She doesn't think there are people at MGM that maybe.
I don't care about them.
Neither do I.
All I care about, you might disagree, you probably won't, but it's just to get people on who can talk about Stargate.
I want to get people on that have the attitude of loving the Stargate franchise as much as we do, and then I want those people on. I mean, and Jenny has more energy than a black hole. She just has black hole's a bad example, because that makes it sound like she's like more energy than the sun. I should have just gone with that, but actually black holes have more energy than the sun. But you know what I mean. I was being a bit literal there. But yeah, she has just more energy than the sun. And like I say, when we're ever on, me and you won't get a word in edgeways. God love her.
I know, we won't. She'll talk,
hello, this is Jenny Stiven.
Our ears off. But it'll be fantastic, and it'll be super insightful, because everything she talks about is interesting.
A neutron
and
star.
Half the time it's nothing to do with Stargate. Fair enough, but it's still interesting.
She's amazing. She's one of my favorite people. I love talking to her, and every time, you know, I'll message her with something that's I'm hearing, and you know, the amount of time she comes back and says, I'm hearing the same thing, but you can't share it. And I'm like, it's just, you're killing me. You know, it's just like, I fucking love this channel. And I love you guys in the community. And I love that, you know, I've made friends with Matt and Stormy and Harris and Melvin and Mike and all these other people that have appeared on the channel over the year, you know, and it's just like, it's just great. Yeah, more energy than a ZPM. That's really what I should have said. There you go. Wish I thought of that. But guys, I'm just really hope you guys enjoyed it. Throw us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it in the comments, because that would be amazing. And read what David B said. We all agree. What did David B say? I missed it. This isn't a post-mortem, lads. Cheer up. We believe you. You must be coming down the Brad effect. I'm just buzzing. Honestly, I'm just buzzing, and it's just nice to, like, when the Brad said that, basically, because like I said, he didn't have to, and I think we got a lot of insights into things that we weren't expecting. And I was, you notice, Brad was dying to say, and just knew he couldn't, about some of the plots that he's had in mind. What a book that will be, though, in a few years. You know, these are the you know, out of Brad's mind, these are the things I wanted to do. These are the things I would have done if I'd got half a chance. How much would we all want to read that?
I'd read it.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely loved it.
I'd read it and review it and do the audiobook.
We'll do a forward. Can I do a forward? It's me and Brad.
Forward. Shut up, Brad.
Well, we're obviously going to analyze a bit of that over the next week or so, there'll be stuff going on. Sidetrack.co.uk. We'll write up a few bits and we'll try and, read between the lines a few of the bits that were said. We will be getting some videos up very quickly of little edits from that because it's 2 hours. Brad Wright, If I Did It. That's what we want. Yeah, that should be his memoir, or at least a chapter. It's Sci-Fi Quest. We will be live tomorrow. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I'm a little burned out from this weekend, I have to admit. And the last few days trying to build up towards this, it's just been nuts. And I've been getting doing some overtime to pay for all these super chats, Gary. Great job, first timers with a legend, Brad Time. Yeah. Honestly, tell the people, how nervous have you been all day?
Incredibly. I messaged Jay this morning. I was like, I'm super nervous. And he was like, yeah, well, you said you're not. And then, what was it, like 2 o'clock? You went, okay, now I'm nervous.
Just sort of clicked in that I thought, we're 2 hours away.
I was talking to Christina from 3 Fries Short on TikTok last night. And she was like, how do you feel about it? And I went, honestly, I'm completely like bricking it. Like, because it's the anticipation of what if I say something that's like going to offend him, or what if I'm going to
penis.
what if I say the wrong thing? What if I just make myself look like a twat in front of like nearly 1,000 people? Like,
what if Brad Wright turns around and says, "That's a stupid question, you're an idiot"?
What if Brad turns around to me and says, "Shut up, Matt"? Like, that's going to ruin my evening.
break my heart, man. But it was just we were up first. We were
first because we were the reason it bloody happened. Because
kind of. I'm sure it was the companion is the reason why it happened, but us bugging Brad for the last couple of months, going, please come on sidetrack, please come on sidetrack, please come on sidetrack, did help. Yeah. It was just great. And Brad told you to sit up, mate. Happy birthday, Christmas, and for the next couple of years. You're welcome. I'm going to get you a t-shirt. Brad Wright told me to shut up.
I'm going to clip it. I'm going to stick it in here, in the brand section of StreamYard, and it's just going to be sitting there as a video clip. And whenever you want, you can click that button.
That is perfect. Actually, do that. Right, guys. I have to call it in. Honestly, I got TK. Batman's already got the clip. He's already done it. It's on the Discord, apparently.
It's on Discord.
Yeah, brilliant. So, guys, just thank you so much. Thank you for the comments that you've been dumping on us all week, so that you really inspired all of our questions. We got to 2 questions we didn't get to ask. I'm sorry about that. I think other people did kind of touch on our questions. So really, what was integral to? Have you found it? Are you happy? Okay. I don't suppose you can download it. There you go. I'm going to have to watch that in a second. Send me the link. I think the people, we were asking what was sort of core to the principles of Stargate that you need to bring through, but I think other couple of people asked questions that sort of touched on that. So it was great, and I loved it.
I did as well.
Thank you for doing that with us, Matt, because wow.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank everyone. Thank the companion. Thank everyone for watching. Thanks, Brad. Yeah.
And the companion and Dial the Gate, who are absolute sweethearts, and Gate World are absolute sweethearts. They were so kind. Darren. I always get Darren and David mixed up. David at the end. No, Darren. Who's Gate World? Darren.
Darren is Gate World. David is Dial the Gate.
I keep mixing them up. Darren actually said, "Was it everything you hoped for?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." I freaking love that. And then Richard Dean Anderson came on.
I know. I said, I put in the in the comments. Does this count as Rick being on our channel?
I think so. Yeah, Rick. Yeah, Richard Dean Anderson has been on our channel, being just brilliant. Richard Dean Anderson with his genius humor, and just even then, just being really sarcastic. And
I loved it at the end. He went, "Congratulations on whatever this is."
how much weight has he lost? God, man, he's lost a lot of weight.
I know.
Yeah, it was just lovely. Right. I'm going to call it an evening because, like I say, I don't know about you, mate, but I'm exhausted. This has been bouncing around my head all week, and I'm absolutely exhausted, and my throat is going. So, and I think I might have COVID. Everyone's 2 or 3 people have got COVID. They're really close to me, and I've started feeling sick. So I'm like, for the love of God, I don't want COVID. So, but my nose is.
Jay couldn't be here today, Brad, because he has COVID.
Oh, could you imagine? I'd have never gone, Brad, Brad. No, I'd have done. I just wore a mask.
You can't transmit it.
Just in case. No, it's just amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Right, well, let's call it an evening, and I'm going to go and cuddle my wife. Guys, thank you so much. I don't know if I'm going to be live tomorrow or not. We'll see. I see how the day goes. But if we're not, we will see you next week. But Indeed. That's the way to end. Indeed. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you later.